back to the channel. If you're new here, we're a 28-year-old couple living in one of the most expensive cities in the world, New York City.
And today, we are getting into everything that we spend in a day.
And when we say everything,
we mean everything. We are breaking down the cost of every single expense at the point of consumption and then tallying it up at the end.
So if you're ready for some sticker shock and you've wondered how much it actually costs to live here, then you're in the right place.
Let's get into it.
Good morning. We just spent this morning serving in our church's prayer room, which is always a joy, but it also means that we have to wake up at 5 a.m., a worthwhile sacrifice. It's currently about 9 o'clock and I'm feeling pretty hungry, so let's get some breakfast started. I've mentioned this in other what we spend in a day videos, but I always think it is so funny when I watch other people's what we spend in a day videos and they say things like, cup of coffee at home, free. I kind of feel like a record on repeat now saying that again, but I still just think it's so funny that people would consider cooking at home or really just doing anything home as like a free activity. Hate to break it to you, nothing's free, unfortunately. Now, luckily though, it is a lot cheaper to cook at home, so let's get some eggs started. Let's clean up first though. So if you're still a little confused about what it means to calculate all of our expenses at the point of consumption, here's a quick example. Although we spent $12.49 on these eggs, which is so expensive, because there are 18 eggs that come in this carton, I'm just gonna divide 18 by $12.49 and get the cost of each egg. So $12.49 divided by 18 is 69 cents per egg. I'm gonna use 4 eggs today, and that comes out to $2.70. Still more than I wish we were spending on eggs, I'll be honest, but still cheaper than going out. I guess we haven't mentioned yet today that today is just a normal work day. We do have something pretty fun planned for tonight that's not as usual, but I feel like things like this come up ever so often, so it's not super unrealistic. I just did the calculations for breakfast, and in total for 4 eggs, 3 pieces of toast with peanut butter, and a smoothie for both of us, it comes out to $6.50. Not bad.
We don't typically wake up at 5 a.m., so I feel like we hit a bit of a slump around this time. And also we only shared a coffee this morning. I'm gonna make us little cortados. A lot of times when we make these videos, people are curious what we do for work. I'm an actor, I do musical theater mainly, but when I'm not doing a show, I also have a full-time job, and when I am doing the show, so sometimes I'm working 2 full-time jobs. Can you tell that Chandler normally does this? Oh gosh. You can never trust a lady with coffee. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, my full-time job, I technically work in healthcare, but I work on the operations side of things. I've been at this company for almost a year now, which is very exciting. I love my job. I love, love, love my job. And then Chandler, of course, he does our YouTube channel, but he also does freelance video editing for some family businesses, as well as some UGC work, as well as just other freelance video editing for different contract gigs he gets. He currently has like a 6-month contract with a company to make some content for their social media and like be the face of it. So it's always kind of changing, but that's what we do. As someone who got their degree in theater, I never would have thought that I would be working a 9-to-5, let alone like a true like career 9-to-5, not just, I don't know. Like I go on business trips. Like it's so crazy to me. And I really, really like it. And I just feel so thankful for the whole remote work thing. Like it wouldn't have been possible if that didn't happen. Getting to work from home is so fun because I feel like we just get to flip-flop doing things for each other.
Thank you. Oh, ice. Nice.
I know. I just was too lazy to froth the milk.
Delish.
I think I'm gonna finish up my coffee and then I'm gonna go to our gym to work. And I am going to explain to you why we think it is worth it to pay almost $700 a month in gym costs. Right, Chandler? He's locked in.
Hey y'all, Lucy and Chandler from the future here. We are out on the West Coast. We're actually in California right now, and we're very excited to share more of our West Coast travels in the next videos.
But as I was editing this video, I realized We never calculated the cost of our multivitamin. These we take once a day, and it comes out to about $1 a day, pretty much.
I think it's pretty clear that Chandler and I do our darndest to take care of our bodies with daily exercise, trying to eat mostly whole foods, but there's one missing piece of the puzzle, and for us, that has been filling in any nutrient gaps with a multivitamin.
You know when you find something that just works and you kind of become low-key obsessed with it? That is Ritual for us. We've been taking it for the past 5 years.
It is truly the one part of my wellness routine that has actually stuck.
I personally take the Essentials for Men multivitamin 18+. It's super clean, backed by science, and it's also the only multivitamin that I've tried that doesn't make my stomach upset in the morning.
We do really trust this brand because it is third-party tested, it's vegan and gluten-free, and it has this minty flavor that kind of just makes you feel like you brushed your teeth in the morning. It's really great.
We're on the subscription, so it just shows up every month so we don't forget.
And if you want to try it, Ritual is giving you 30% off. All you have to do is just click the link down below or scan the QR code.
The one right here on our face. And thank you so much to Ritual for partnering with us for this portion of the video. And now back to Lucy and Chandler from the past.
Okay, I'm really excited. I just did 3, which is so exciting. I did ask for a spot, but I didn't want to film him. But let's just go for 1 on my own. Okay, so as you know by now, Chandler and I both work from home, and if you don't know this already, we live in 380 square feet. So, as 2 people who both work remotely, we only have 1 desk. We really need a workspace where we don't have to buy food at it every day, go to a coffee shop. So that is a little bit of the justification for this obscene gym membership. I think the total cost is around $320 a month, and that is per person. It's horrible. We just keep saying we want a gym in our next apartment. That would be a huge gift to us. We also do go to the gym 5 times a week, and so we do get our use out of that, but it feels like multi-purpose. It feels like we're having a WeWork membership as well. Obviously, I'm sitting in one of their lounge chairs right now, but they have tables. I don't know. Okay, I'm done justifying it. You can feel free to comment whatever you want. I know you'll feel free.
We are now entering into the portion of the day that I would like to call the errand portion of the day. Errands, actually, to be exact. Lucy and I are going on a trip in about 2 days here, but we got to do a bunch of laundry before then, so I'm going to do some laundry. And then also, I've been wearing a hat this whole video because my hair, it's a bit long. Need to get a haircut before that trip as well. So I'm going to do both of those things. Maybe put in a little podcast. That 5 o'clock wake up is really hitting me right about now. So I think getting up and getting my body moving as well, not a bad idea. In New York, we have a laundry card, and I would say we refill this about once or twice a month with $25 each time that we fill it. Can't remember if there's anything left on this, but let's go find out. The laundry room, for whatever reason, was so busy. So there was only 2 washers open, and I ended up using the bigger washer, which I don't typically do, but that ended up being $3.30, which I do feel like is pretty expensive for just a load of laundry, but it is cheaper than doing 2 smaller loads. So it's nice to have the option. Okay, let's go get this haircut. Before, I'm only gonna use that clip if I get self-conscious about filming in there, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it ended up being pretty busy in there, and it wasn't my typical guy. It wasn't my guy. So I didn't want to ask to film this other guy who was there, so. But what do we think? What do we think? Is it okay? It was kind of long up top. But the sides are looking better. I'm fairly positive it's about a $45 haircut. It's kind of annoying. They charge an extra $5 to use a credit card instead of cash. So typically it's just a $35 haircut plus the transaction fee, another $5, and then I'll add a $5 tip. $45 total. I don't know. What do you think? Is that expensive? Before I change over the laundry, we made some homemade guacamole. I'm gonna have a little snack. I'll put the price up there. I'm literally gonna take 3 bites here, so. Lucy did such a good job with this guac. So good. Looks like everyone's now done with laundry. All the machines are open. I guess I should probably calculate the cost of detergent as well. I didn't think about that. Just changed because I'm gonna go to the gym here in a second, but I'm gonna get some more work done before the laundry is done, and hopefully Lucy will be back to help me bring that laundry up. Once I figure out some of these calculations, I wanna bring y'all in on what our actual rent costs each day and what we actually pay for utilities and Wi-Fi every single day. I'll do that later in this video, but first, let's just keep editing. Pro tip, hang all of your clothes up in your bathroom if you don't have enough space to hang them up anywhere else.
It's fun. They get this like musty smell.
No, stop.
It is lunchtime. Here's what we're having.
We made these taco bowls, like, I wouldn't even give us enough credit to say they're fake Chipotle bowls, but we made these taco bowls last night. They were so good. They ended up being about $5.70 per person, so a total of $11.40. It just has some peppers, onions, lots of lime, cilantro, some rice, and then of course chicken thighs because more flavor. My mouth is literally watering right now. I'm so hungry. It's already 2:30. My body is needing more than those too many gluten-free toast pieces. That's for sure. It's for sure. So I'll have a hearty helping of this.
Thank you. Wow, this looks so good.
I forgot we had these. This is the best today. These are so good if you have not had them yet. I love coconut water though, so, and I love sparkling things. This is perfect, Chandler. This day has flown by. The workday is almost over. I'm really, really excited for what we're gonna do tonight. It's something we've never done before in New York, which is honestly atrocious of us that we have not done this before. But I'm so excited. I'm gonna wrap up some work, then I need to shower, get ready, hopefully do a few life tasks before we have to go.
Just got back from the gym. Gonna join Lucy on the fun drink trend. We are actually going to our very first Yankees game. Now, I've been to the Mets twice. Lucy, have you ever been to the Mets or Yankees?
No.
But we're going tonight. Our seats aren't anything special. We're going with our community group, so it'll be a bunch of friends. We're gonna eat some dogs, get some dinner at the park. I think the game is very unimportant, but I'm excited for a very all-American evening. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is that it's currently sitting at 95 degrees outside. I hope we're sitting in the shade, or else it's gonna be a hot one. I mean, it is supposed to go down, but yeah, it's really hot out there. So hopefully it cools out.
I just got word about a last minute sales call, so I'm gonna do that real quick and then it's gonna be time to go.
All right, let's talk about our reoccurring monthly expenses. I wrote down a few of these. If we forgot any, do not hesitate to comment down below so that we can show y'all in the next What We Spend in a Day video. But let's start with how much our apartment costs. Our apartment is $2,700 a month, but that comes out to $88.76 a day.
Like a cheap hotel room.
Yeah, sorta. Can't really compare it like that, but sure. It's pretty crazy to think that we spend that much on a tiny little box, and we're looking for a new apartment coming in the fall for a bigger box that's probably gonna be more expensive. So, as Lucy was mentioning about the gym, our gym in total costs $333 per person. Yes, you heard that right. Very expensive gym, but we do use it as a gym and a workspace, and it's probably the only reason that we've been able to stay in this studio apartment for 3.5 going on 4 years. But if I were to divide that by each time we use it, we go to the gym about 20 times in a month, 5 times a week. And that comes down to $16.66 per person, making that a total of $33.33 each time we both go to the gym. As far as grocery goes, you've seen we've itemized each item that we used today, but I will say we spend about $600 to $700 on average each month on groceries. It's a lot. If you're planning on moving to New York City, whatever your food budget is, raise it by a couple $100. Trust me, it'll be worth it in the long run. But honestly, Lucy and I are pretty big eaters too, so we just love food and love making yummy meals at home. So there are definitely ways to cut down on your grocery costs as well. And although we haven't eaten out yet in this video, we spend about $500 a month on all of our eating out expenses. So that includes coffee shops and restaurants and bars, etc. Our utilities for the summer month always go up because we use our AC unit a lot more, which I currently have turned off right now, so it's getting a little toasty in here. But for the summer months, it averages around $76 a month. So that would be about $2.45 a day. Last but not least, we have our Wi-Fi, which totals out to be $80 a month, which I guess I didn't do the math on this yet, which comes down to $2.58.
Not worth it for remote jobs.
Yeah, well worth it. Our Wi-Fi is honestly a lot nicer than most Wi-Fis, but for both working from home, it definitely makes sense for us. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go to a baseball game. Oh yeah, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? I mean, you've been here this long and you haven't subscribed? It's kind of crazy. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Baseball, baseball, baseball!
Swing, bada, bada, swing.
If you couldn't tell already, we're theater kids.
But we know how to appreciate a good baseball
game.
It's better that way.
Little did we know we were in for a chaotic game.
So after peacefully watching 2 innings, it was time for some food. I have heard rumor that they have a dedicated gluten-free stand here. I'm gonna try to get either a dog or like a sausage sandwich kind of thing. I'm gonna look at both.
These tendies were $16, kind of a crime, but let's see how they are. Oh, not bad. They also came with fries. Average. Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it started raining. Let's see if we can show you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is what I call a baseball game. A baseball game is where they play baseball. Soft serve in the rain. It's raining so hard.
I think they stopped the game.
It's madness here. Unfortunately, I do think it's going to be raining for another 15 minutes. So we're calling it early. We literally saw 2 innings. Oops. Randomly went to Pinkberry.
I haven't been to Pinkberry since I cried in a Pinkberry in 2018 when we were doing long distance.
That's such a funny memory.
We were doing long distance. I had just moved to New York City and I was really missing Chandler, so I went to a Pinkberry and cried into my original tart, mochi, and chocolate chip.
Oh, well,
remember that? I called you?
I do remember that. Okay, I gotta say, I feel a little lame that we left the game early, but we woke up at 5, we were feeling tired, and when we left, it said that the rain was gonna continue for 50 minutes.
Which would have put the game at ending around midnight. We need to go back though. We need to go back to the Yankees game.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this will be our last expense for the day. We're gonna wrap it up, get to bed. Actually, I'll throw in that extra toothpaste charge for tonight. But besides for that, I think that's the last charge. And our grand total of living in New York City for just one day came out to $299.88. That's pretty dang expensive. But at least I'm not always getting my hair cut, and we're obviously not going to a baseball game every single day. So our bare minimum expenses typically are sitting around $200 a day just to get by in New York City. Let me know. Is that pretty expensive? This was honestly a pretty interesting experiment, and to see how much we spend just to get by. And I'm honestly sure that I probably missed a few expenses along the way. But let me know. Should we make more of these types of videos? I think they're pretty interesting. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. It's a great way to support our channel. And YouTube thinks that you're gonna like this video right here. We'll see you in the next one.